Costa 2 minutes and 50 seconds spanning his first wins. And an early land.
Clipped him right off the bat. One of the big questions about a guy cutting a lot of weight is how is he going to respond to punches? How is his durability, having drained himself that much to make that weight class? Woo!
He barely missed that right hand. Yes, he barely missed Davis's chin right there with that right hand. It caught him on the chest. And if you're Costa, you're excited about throwing at the chest instead of head hurt.
And Brandon just connected with him, a nice knee to the body as well.
He's hurt a little bit, Joe.
Level change.
The experience factor for Brandon is going to be huge. He's already fought one of the very best guys in the division, if not in the sport, in Zabit in his last fight. So for Costa, he's got to overcome that. This is the octagon shock. This is the big moment. And he's successfully fighting off the takedown here, but Brandon is putting on the pressure.
And this is now already the longest pro fight for Randy Costa. Oh! Drop down with the right to kick.
Big shots by Costa. And Brandon fires back.
And you got to think, John, when you're finishing fights in a minute and 10 seconds, this has to be the first time an opponent's really stood, bit down on his mouthpiece and said, okay, we're fighting, let's go.
Right.
Costa just connected with a very nice left hook, but Brandon just walked right through it. And here's the big question. Energy management. What kind of energy management does Costa have? He doesn't have any experience in maintaining that throughout a competitive bout. He might have it in the gym,
right.
But there's a big difference between that and the brightest lights in the sport, which is what he's experiencing right now.
Costa certainly had Davis's respect, but Brandon acknowledged that Randy hasn't fought anybody that is UFC caliber. Off to a pretty good start, though, tonight in the debut.
Yeah, Costa's doing a good job, but right now, he's getting clinched up by Davis. He's taking some big shots, but he's throwing some really nice combinations.
There's a nice jab there by Costa.
Nice uppercut to the body from Randy Costa, and then he retreats.
Oh, he got tagged. He got tagged with that right hand. He's got a very awkward style. The way he moves, it's very unusual. I mean, obviously he has very good power, but man, the way he whips his shots and moves his hips, it's very weird. It's almost like something's wrong, like he's got something wrong with one of his legs.
He's just trying to throw those kicks, even though he's not in the best position to throw them. But that makes him tricky. You're in the middle of throwing punches with this kid, and the kid's trying to pop high kicks.
Nice right hand over the top from Costa.
I'm not convinced there's not something wrong with one of his legs. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you see there's a weird sort of wobble to the way he's moving.
Oh, nice left hand from Costa.
Maybe that first outside leg kick.
Yes.
Remember the first outside leg kick did kind of make him take a weird step.
Yeah, his left leg, to me, looks compromised.
Yep, I'd like to see that again as we go through the replays. That very first leg kick in the first round may have hurt him a little bit, Joe, as you were saying.
It's clearly hurting. There's something wrong, clearly. I mean, he's still firing back, he's ignoring it, but there's a hitch in his step.
Davis has done some damage with that jab here towards the end of this first round. Costa, beautiful entry there.
Very nice jabs by Costa. Oh, big, and Brandon's calling him in.
Wow. High kick from Costa, now a knee to the body as we come up on 1 minute to go in round one.
Costa's still fighting at the same exact pace, too. He hasn't slowed down.
Yeah, we got our answer as far as his ability to manage his energy. He's doing a great job of that. But that hurt him. He's wobbling, but I don't necessarily know if that's from the punch or that leg.
I think Davis is carrying a lot of power down at 135 pounds.
I think he is as well.
Yep, and you can see it in Costa that when he lands, it really does take an effect on him.
He's looking over at us and smiling. Brandon's having a good time in there.
Ever the showman,
nice
Brandon Davis.
Top.
And Costa's nose is busted up pretty good, courtesy of that Davis jab, I believe.
And again, Davis can do that, right? Because he's been here before. He's been in there with Zabit. He doesn't see Zabit across the octagon with him, so he feels comfortable and confident, even though he has to stay on task.
Yeah, when you've been in there with one of the very best in the world, and then your next fight is against a guy with a debut, it's a little bit of a break.
How about those first 5 minutes?
Right here, you see Costa throw the right hand. He lands it beautifully on Davis. But then look at this. He throws his high kick. But right as he's engaging, Davis just throws a kick, and it looks as though it straightens out the leg of Costa. Calls him in. Oh, it's not this one. It was one that Davis landed on Costa. But this was a great round of action. Both guys landing. Costa ending up with a bloody nose. It was right here. That was right at the beginning of the round where he landed that kick right behind the knee, and it may have compromised Costa.
Gotta be strong? No. Okay,
Yeah,
so don't feel rushed. Just pick away, move it.
Take your time.
You're much faster. You're much faster.
Much more accurate.
Coming up next from Atlanta, it is UFC 236 on pay-per-view. Holloway versus Poirier for the interim 155-pound title. Go to ESPNplus.com/PPV. Click buy now. Then after you buy, log in and watch anywhere, including connected TVs, tablets, laptops, and iPhones. All right, round two here. The first time Randy Costa has seen a stool in his abbreviated mixed martial arts career.
But if you're in his corner, you're feeling pretty good about the first round.
Oh, he stunned him! He hurt him bad!
Oh, Davis is in trouble.
And he wisely gets that clinch. He's got to hang on here. He got stung.
He's got to clear the cobwebs. Do not let Costa disengage. Just hold on for dear life.
He's holding very hard with that overhook on that left side, and Costa's trying to free that arm up.
And because of the style of Costa, man, it comes from different angles. Everything's so odd that as the fight goes long, you got to be careful.
Brandon just landed a nice right hand of his own. Oh, nice knee to the body. Beautiful combination by Brandon.
That knee appeared to hurt Costa. Now Costa changes levels. We'll see if he can get the takedown here.
Davis, very good sprawl here.
Yep. You got to start to wonder now, is the gas tank of Costa in trouble now, right?
Yes.
Because he fought so hard so early. Is he starting to wear it out a little bit?
He's got him. He's got him.
Costa taps Brandon Davis by submission. Huge win for Davis in his UFC Bantamweight debut.
I mean, just withstood the blitz, stayed in the game, waited for Costa to start to slow down a little bit, got a little tired, jumped on that choke, got the finish.
Yeah, and he got tested. I mean, Costa cracked him, particularly in that round. I mean, he got